Alaikum. The topic for the day, chemical coordination. So let's commence the topic in English. What is chemical coordination? First, let us clear the term chemical coordination. Chemical is a chemical, and coordination means when different parts of the body regarding the human body or the biology, I'm telling the definition. So chemical coordination is when, because of the chemical, when different body parts are acting together for a specific event, for a specific effect. So that's called chemical coordination. So if a chemical is controlling or affecting any other part of the body, so secreted by one part and affecting or controlling the other part of the body, so then this is called as chemical coordination. Well, let us proceed towards the topic that is this very specific of the day, that is hormones. So hormones are actually one of the chemical coordinators. This is the chemical through which the body is getting the controlling mechanism. The hormones are released by one part of the body and they are acting at different parts of the body, and they're specific for each part. So how will we define now the hormone? Well, defining the hormones are the chemical messengers which are released from one part of the body, and then they go and control other parts of the body. A very simple definition: released by one part of the body and controlling or affecting other parts of the body or other part of the body. What do I mean by parts and part? So hormones are specific for a specific part. So when I go for the properties, you will understand it further. Well, so we defined now the hormones. Hormones are released by one part of the body and then they will travel to the specific part of the body where this hormone is supposed to control that part of the body or to induce any kind of effect in that other part of the body. Well, this is the normal definition. Now we'll understand the term source. So from where is this hormone produced? Generally, when we're talking about the body, the portion of the body that is responsible to secrete these hormones, they are given the name is glands. And the glands are of two types further: exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Now we understand what the endo and exocrine glands are. You will understand these both terms by keeping in mind the blood vessel. So a gland is doing its secretion in the form exo and endocrine. Endo means inside and exo means outside. So now I told you, when you are defining the endocrine or exocrine, you are supposed to remember the gland because it is doing the secretion, and the next thing that you supposed to remember is the blood vessel. So if the gland is doing the secretion in the blood vessel or into the blood vessel, then this gland is given the name as endocrine gland. Endo means inside, exo means outside. So now from the words and from the terms, you will get the understandings yourself, that is, gland is doing secretion into the blood vessel is called as endo, into the blood vessel. So it's called endocrine gland. This gland is given the name is endocrine. And if a gland is there and it is doing the secretion outside the blood vessel, here may be a duct, so in that other duct, but outside the blood vessel, then this gland will be given the name exocrine gland. In short, if a gland is doing secretion into the blood vessel, is called as endocrine gland, and if the gland is doing secretion outside the blood vessel, then that is known as exocrine gland. Very simple. So now, in case of hormones, we will proceed from endocrine glands. Hormones are the glands, are the chemical messengers which are released by the glands. Those glands are given the name is endocrine glands. So now you got the understandings of the endocrine glands, means these are the glands which will do the secretion into the blood vessels. Endocrine, inside. Okay. So then the study is given, the name is endocrinology. That's it, very simple. Definition, source, endocrine, exocrine, study, endocrinology. Now we move towards the properties. Now hormones are what? What are hormones? When you ask question yourself, you will get the properties yourself. These are the small. Now we're going through the properties. These are the small organic molecules. You can say small soluble organic molecules, and they are released and they travel in the blood vessel, another in the blood vessel, and further you can take the properties from the definitions yourself also. So in the definition we mentioned that these are secreted by one part of the body and will act at the other part of the body. So other part we mean by the target. So they are target specific, and they will act on the target. And further, another term used for this is that this is just like hormones are acting like a lock and key also. Means that if a hormone is released, then this hormone is responsible to go and open a specific lock. Means a key is responsible to open a lock. So these hormones are the same. When they are released, they will open and will go open a specific lock. Means they will act at specific receptor at specific part of the body. They are not supposed to do its action at other parts. So they are specific only for a specific part. Just like a lock is specific for a specific key, or a key is specific for a specific lock. Means that a key can open a single lock, only a specific lock. So these hormones are also responsible to do at specific site. So you can also say they are just acting as lock and key mechanism. So these are the general targets, and they are also released in a very minute quantity, in a very small quantity, and if you can say in a low concentration. And they're very specific. In a low concentration they can do enough effect. So these are just general definition, source, study, and properties. Then we will define, after that we'll come to the types of the hormones. Well, regarding the human body, the types of hormones are lipid made. You can also say steroids, steroidal hormone. And another part is non-steroidal, or you can say amino acid made. Lipid made or steroids are three. Number one that I remember right now, and just a moment earlier I was doing the study of this, so I got three of the lipid or steroids, or you can say the steroidal hormones: estrogen, testosterone, and cortisone. These are the hormones of the which are made by lipids, or you can say these are the steroidal hormones. And we have another one that is non-steroidal. These are the non-steroidal hormones. And what are the types of the non-steroidal hormones? As they are amino acid made, so modified amino acid which are made up of single amino acid. And when amino acid just increase in the number, they may reach 3 or more, then we call that peptide. So we have amino acid based hormones, peptide based hormones, and when amino acids chain increase in length, somehow equal to 200 or more amino acid, when they combine together, they form the specific hormone. They're given the name is protein hormone, protein based hormones. So amino acid based hormones are very simple. I have got a trick through which I am remembering, and I have memorized also, and through which I am just delivering the lecture. I will mention the trick after I write the names of the amino acid. The one that is specific for amino acid are we have how many? Thyroxine. Let me write by black, it's okay. Thyroxine, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. These are the amino acid hormones which are made by amino acid, single amino acid. When single amino acid is modified a little bit, when some methyl group, other groups are attached, then they will produce the hormones known as thyroxine, epinephrine, norepinephrine, and etc. We have more also. But right now, for this a little bit understanding, I'm giving these examples. So we also have the hormones that are peptide made. So what are they? They're very simple. We have vasopressin, also known as antidiuretic hormone. Its second name is antidiuretic hormone. We have oxytocin, and another one we have is VOT, thyrotropin. That's it. And another one that is of a protein base, and those hormones are insulin and glucagon. So here we got hormones are of two types: steroidal, non-steroidal. Steroidal are lipid based and non-steroidal are amino acid based. And further, when amino acids are just combining or them come lengthwise, so they're making a chain. When chain exceeds from 1 and reach to 3 and plus, then we call that peptide. And when amino acids chain is increased as like more than or equal to 200, then we call that amino acid as a protein. So now it's a bigger form of the amino acid or complex amino acid. So we got these. Now I'm going to mention the trick through which I memorized all these amino acids. So here we got the very interesting trick that is steroidal hormones or lipid hormones are